We're at 9.5, just underway. First quarter, still not a shot. Kyle Weaver goes down low. Mullins fakes his man off the ball and is able to go baseline off the glass for the first bucket of the game. So Byron Mullins puts the Thunder up 2-zip. White being defended out at the top of the circle by big James Johnson. He gives it up to Vaden on the jumper. Vaden's three won't go. Mullins with the rebound, rejected by Augustine. And he comes back out, makes some space, no touch, but it's tapped back in by DJ White. So White with a follow, his first bucket of the game. Give two to DJ, and the Thunder back within two at 7-5. Weaver working it up. Things are getting physical off the ball. DeMarcus Nelson defends him there. Wheels it around top of the key, finds Robert Vaden. Right side to Harden. Harden double teamed in the corner right side, brings it back out to White. His man leaves him, so White tries to create on the open floor. He does, but his jumper is too strong. Mullins with the rebound, brings it back to a slashing White, who slams over James Augustine. And DJ White with a couple of buckets, 4 points to lead the Thunder. It's an 8-7 game. Inbound to McLeod. McLeod's been around the NBA, played with 4 different teams. He's got a couple of 100 games under his belt, and yet always the undersized guy trying to prove he belongs. Right side, Harden can't find any penetration space, so throws it long cross court to Vaden left side, who off the low pick gets it to Devon Harden, finds McLeod. Thunder working it quickly on offense. James Harden gets the open jumper, made space for himself out on the wing. His first bucket of the game, and it's a 3. Another substitution for the Oklahoma City Thunder. We get a look at Richard Roby. Didn't play in the first game here. He's played in 1 game here in Las Vegas. He was a prolific scorer with Colorado, but you know, you're in the Summer League when one of the letters on your jersey is missing. The B in Roby's name is off. But anyway, right side, Thunder's James Harden finds that seam on the right hand. He's able to get the bucket. Thunder up by 2, 16-14. Harden has 5 in 9 minutes. But now on the other side, Tyrell Biggs trying to make some space, goes right at Ibaka, is able to pull up, get the bucket, and draw Chicago back even. We're inside a minute in the first quarter of play. Thunder finding some better luck now. McLeod wearing the goatee to Harden. Thunder fans are really going to like this guy. Good crossover dribble, finds his man right side. McLeod gets it, moves it in the lane. The running one-hander, it floats, won't fall. On the rebound, Harden is hammered pretty well there, and so he'll draw the foul. The bucket did not go, but he'll go back to the line with the game tied at 16. Welcome back to Las Vegas. 18-17 Chicago lead after 1. Thunder shooting 40% in that first period. The Bulls 44.4%, the best they've shot. That's been a bugaboo for them so far here in Las Vegas. Battle of the rebounds, even 9. Thunder has chipped into that. They trailed in that pretty early. Overall turnovers, 4 for the Thunder, 3 for the Bulls. And we have thus a 1-point game. He puts the ball on the floor. The big second-year player out of Indiana doesn't want to dribble, so he gives it to James Harden, who spins around, looking right side, shot clock ticking. Mullins, long-range jumper, it won't fall. Loose ball tipped and saved by White. White gets it in the hands of James Harden. A lot of guys like Harden and Weaver can go back and forth between the 1 and 2. Harden getting a lot of time at point, which is something he will have to learn how to do or prove to do to be versatile in the NBA. Inside, White's jumper, it won't go, but Mullins got a little bit too eager and is called for the goaltending. The ball would have likely gone in. Roberson with the ball in his hands, kicks it left side to Biggs. His long-range jumper over DJ White won't go. Thunder back the other way. Oklahoma City on top in the rebound battle, 15-11. Harden gets it down low to DJ White. He takes it in, a throwdown dunk, and Oklahoma City pulls back to within 1, 22-21. White with 6 points. Quickly ticking down. Harden has the ball, creates space in the circle, and is smooth on the jumper. Good pull up, and that's an NBA shot. That's what the Thunder are expecting out of the guy. Make it happen. 7 points on 3 of 4 shooting for James Harden. White and Weaver bringing the ball up. Weaver guarded by Green, who loses his footing, and Weaver tries to take advantage, kicks it to an open Harden for the 3. It won't go. Mullins a tip in, gets his own rebound, his own second rebound. That one goes. Took him 3, but hey, it got in the end. Thunder back up 25-24 at 4:01 on the other side. Camped out in the lane defensively and holding his ground and drawing the charge was Kyle Weaver. Bulls on the other side. DeMarcus Nelson, second-year player out of Duke, working it with James Johnson. Johnson The rookie out of Wake kicks it to Roberson. Roberson, the veteran out of Florida, he has a nice jumper to fall. And the Thunder again having some trouble with the trap. Roberson has 9. This time they're able to get it up, but Harden bothered from behind by James Augustine, and here come the Bulls again. That's the 11th turnover for the Thunder. On the run, the Bulls can't make it happen, but they get their own rebound. Roberson winds up with it and nails the three-pointer, and Chicago up 6, 33-27. They continue to pressure the basketball. Kyle Weaver bothered there by Nelson. He gets it quickly across the midcourt. Brian Keefe called a timeout when bothered by the Bulls' pressure. The Thunder was crumbling a little bit. He wasn't happy with that a moment ago. Once again, bad decision made by James Harden, and it's kicked away. On the rebound, or rather the loose ball the other end, Nelson is blocked, and on the block, Kyle Weaver was able to get hand on the ball long enough to be called for a jump ball. That's the kind of block you normally see going to a big man or a center who doesn't leave the ground too far. Weaver really went up. And we've seen a couple of blocks in this game of that variety with guys trying to take it to the hole. Weaver's shown his hop. So he and the much smaller Nelson will match widths of verticality. So the Thunder coming the other way. Trailing by 8, biggest lead of the night for the Chicago Bulls. Second quarter was a bugaboo yesterday as well. Byron Mullins has his man, backs off James Augustine, and is able to take advantage of that space and hit the 18-footer. Thunder back within 6, 35-29, a minute 25 to go. Quickly the other end, the Bulls working it. Roberson, Augustine, top of the circle. Now they're spreading the floor a little bit more. Roberson splits left side, kicks it to his man in the corner. Open three-pointer for DeMarcus Nelson. Augustine drills it from right to left across the court. Roberson can't get space. The other Johnson, Linton, his shot won't go. He's out in three-point territory. Thunder glad to see the big guy shooting that one. And the loose ball winds up in the hands of Vaden, who gets it to Weaver. Weaver making space for DJ White. White off the double team to Harden, left side. Harden works the pick, but Augustine isn't biting. And he finds his way, guarded by James Johnson. Right side, Weaver with 8 seconds on the shot clock. He's from 3. Very good. Kyle Weaver feeling it a bit with his first three-pointer on the night, his first bucket on the night. Thunder cuts it to 6. Quickly the other way, Chicago in the dark jerseys tonight. Thunder in their gray with blue trim and red and blue trim as the visitors here in the Summer League. James Johnson, right side, fakes it, gets it underneath to Linton Johnson. He finds space, gets banged around, makes it happen. Chicago back up 45-37, inside the 8-minute mark. Both teams moving the ball pretty quickly, trying to get some shots early in the shot clock. White slashing across, wide open in the lane, makes his jumper happen. A 12-footer, and it'll go. He stops to pull up his socks, tie his shoes. DJ White with 13 points. Chicago still leads by 6. 7.5 minutes to go in the third. Roberson off the high pick, cuts it back now left side to Augustine, inside down low. James Johnson, he's rejected with 2-hand block by DJ White. On the other side, Harden quickly works it up the floor, but wisely pulls up as the Bulls got back quickly. Outside, he finds Vaden, wide open, Robert Vaden, and that's the 3 that can earn him a spot on this team. With the Thunder yesterday against San Antonio, he got into a rhythm from the 3, and that certainly is something that has captured the attention of Scott Brooks and the Oklahoma City Brass, who are watching this game tonight. So going the other way, Bulls on offense, their lead cut to 3. James Johnson quickly working it down. Shot clock is going down. Harden reaches in, knocks it away, and one of those awkward reach-ins that even if he had just gotten all ball, he's not going to get that call very often. Usually it's going to go against him as a reach-in call. So Harden's second foul, and Johnson's going to shoot. Chicago up 45-42. They can expand that as James Johnson will shoot 2 inside 7. Free throw goes 46-42. And now Johnson will shoot his second as Brian Keefe calls out the offensive play that he wants his team to run next time down. That second free throw goes. 4 points on the night for James Johnson. Bulls back to pressuring the basketball end of the floor, floor to floor. End to end, that is, and Kyle Weaver works his way past Nelson this time. He's able to get it up. Thunder doing a better job. Only one turnover here in the first half of the third quarter play. DJ White, high pick, now makes space. It's knocked away. A little eager, Linton Johnson with the poke in, and on the run, Nelson with the throw down to Augustine on the alley-oop. And the Bulls push it back up to 7 with the dunk. 49-42 is 6:22. So transition basket for the Chicago Bulls. The Thunder with no fast break points in this game. On the other end, quickly, a foul is called against DeMarcus Nelson, but no fast break points for the Thunder. What does that tell you? Well, certainly with their most experienced player not playing in this contest, Sean Livingston, but still with the likes of Kyle Weaver and Harden, you expect they'd at least get something. But the Bulls have taken advantage. Now on the inbound, Weaver kicks it right side to Harden. Harden getting the feel, the 19-year-old with the jumper, and the Thunder cuts it back down to 4. Harden with a dozen. Johnson bringing it left side, guarded by Harden. Drops it down on the low post. That's Mullins and Livingston. Livingston kicks it back out high to Roberson, and White is there with a rebound. Gets it on the wing to Weaver, but quickly the Bulls are back on defense once again. Thunder not able to get anything moving on the outlet. So Weaver making space for himself off of Nelson, who backed off. In the NBA, if you back off a guy with the ball in his hand, he's got a chance to shoot it. If it's inside that circle, Weaver made it count, cut it down to 2. The Bulls now feeling pressure from Vaden, who swings it right side to Johnson, and we've got a foul called as he tried to take it right side down the baseline. White's going to be called for the foul, and a timeout for the Bulls. Oklahoma City's cut it down to a deuce inside the 5.5-minute mark. 5:21 to play in the third. Oklahoma City trailing, but now only by 2. The Bulls up 49-47. You're listening to NBA Summer League Basketball on the Oklahoma City Thunder Radio Network. Weaver, though, is greeted quickly, and he'll have to pull out as DeMarcus Nelson defends. Low post right side. Ibaka backs Biggs off. Turnaround jumper. It falls. Thunder cut it down to 7. 65-58 inside the 9-minute mark. DJ White, top of the key, swings it right side to James Harden. Harden can't get room off the pick. So he does, however, find White, who rolled down underneath, and a beautiful recognition by White and Harden to make that happen. The bucket and the slam. And DJ has 15 points to lead the Thunder. And that's what you're going to see, and you want to see more of that from Harden working the pick and roll, and that is bread and butter in the NBA.